Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you that are new, welcome. Today's video is going to be all about these guys. I know you guys have seen these foundations. These are the first foundations that have launched this year. I wanted to do a side-by-side comparison of these foundations because they are very similar from what people are saying. I'm the crazy person that went and got both of them instead of just picking one, and I have been testing them out and I have some thoughts for you. But I'm thinking in today's video, I just want to do half with the Charlotte Tilbury foundation and the other half with the Nars foundation because I want you guys to see what it truly looks like on the skin and give me your thoughts about which one you guys think looks better. So that is what today's video is going to be about. These foundations were not cheap. They were a little bit over $40, which is a lot for foundation. So I don't think you necessarily need to get both of them, but hopefully this video will help you decide which one to get if you have been teetering between one or the other. If you want to see these two in battle, going head to head, trying to see which one looks better than who, then please keep watching. So I realized that I never prep my skin on camera with you guys, and that's because I feel like everyone's skin prep is different. So I'm going to show you guys what I'm going to prep my skin with, but first I'm going to zoom you guys in so you guys can see my skin, because I know I always talk about acne scars and texture and all these things and you guys are like, where? But it's because when you're in front of like all these bright lights, you can't see it, it's blurred. Before I zoom y'all in though, I gotta get this mustache. Cannot be telling on myself. Okay, we are very zoomed in, maybe a little too zoomed in, but I wanted to show you guys my face and what reality looks like for me. As you guys can see on this side of my skin, I have like, this was a cystic pimple that left a scar, and then I have some red scarring here. I've got some texture down here on my chin as well. Oh yeah, look at that. Yet another acne scar. I don't know where this is all coming from. Like, we are not starting 2021 on a positive note. I mean, oh, did I say 2021? I meant 2022. Anyways, okay, girl. Enough said. On the other side, we've got some, like a pimple, like a bump right here. Maybe like I use something that like my skin doesn't like. This side is a little bit smoother now, but like I have some texture right here, like these red dots, they're raised. So it's not just like an acne scar there, it's definitely raised. Just a little bit of realness for y'all today. I don't want y'all thinking that I have like this perfect skin, because I do not. I'm going to start by prepping my skin with some serum. I go in with the Exuviance Radiance serum. I really like the serum because it is like resurfacing. I use this in my skincare video that I posted a long time ago. Okay, I'm going in with some of my Ultra Repair Cream Moisturizer. Okay, so no tea, no shade, but these foundations are skincare infused foundations and supposed to be really good for your skin, but they don't have sunscreen in it. Somebody talk to me about how that makes sense. So I'm going to go in with my Supergoop Unseen Sunscreen today because we need to protect the skin at all times. Just going in with this clear sunscreen. Whew, I feel like I've been doing my face forever, but I just started. So I'm gonna go ahead and, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna hop off camera really quick to do my eyebrows because ain't nobody got time to watch me take 10 minutes on my eyebrows, honestly. So I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back and the brows are looking good. So I went ahead and primed my skin after I finished my brows just because I know I needed primer and I want to get straight to it. So I did prime with my E.L.F. Jelly Pop primer that I do love, or you could use the Mint Melt, or you could use the new one. It doesn't matter. Use whatever you'd like. I know that this is nice and tacky and I want to have the foundation grip onto my skin and not slip off. So that's why I went with a gripping primer today. Let's go ahead and start with the Beautiful Skin Foundation. It's infused with skincare, so it's supposed to help your skin over time to look better and look smoother. This is supposed to be a medium coverage foundation, like a sheer to medium coverage foundation. So it's to be very hydrating, very glowy. I got mine in the shade 6 Neutral, and we're gonna go ahead and take one. Oh, that was kind of a messy pump. I don't know. Let's do one pump, right? This is what it looks like on the back of my hand. As you can see, it's not really dripping or falling. And the consistency of this, like when I first tried this out, I was like, she is thick. This foundation is a lot thicker than what I expected it to be for it to be such a skincare foundation. So a couple things that we're going to look for is this foundation going to cover? Is it going to, you know, feel smooth? Is it going to look smooth on the skin? Because it's supposed to have that very healthy look to it. I think One, the shade match, immaculate. I did a great job. I'm gonna go on my forehead a little tiny, like the tiniest little bit, so that I can really do truly half of the face and show you guys. So it slightly covered up my beauty mark. I can still see the red dots sort of in my T-zone area, and it is clinging to some of that texture that I did have. Let's go ahead and move to the other side with the Nars foundation, and then I'll zoom you guys in so you can really see close up what these foundations look like. Mine is in the shade Stromboli, and I got this shade because I'm this shade in all of the other Nars foundations, but this one is a bit too yellow for me. We're gonna do the same thing. We are going to take one pump. This one has more of a watery consistency to it. You guys see? It's quite yellow. I don't know if it's translating that way. Definitely more lightweight on the skin, for sure. We're gonna go ahead and use a brush also. So I'm going to use this to blend out on my skin. Yeah, like it's just super yellow. So the colors are definitely not going to match, but this is what we are looking like on the skin. So I am going to go ahead and zoom you guys in really quick so you guys can see what the foundations look like up close. So on this side, you can see this is one layer of the Nars. It is not covering down here in this area, which is totally fine. This is supposed to be like a medium coverage foundation. Very similar benefits to the Charlotte Tilbury. I forgot to mention it has skincare ingredients in it as well. And then I do have some texture and inflammation in this area, and you guys can see it is clinging a little bit. And then to the other side, you can see those bumps that I had underneath my eyes here in the T-zone. Those are definitely emphasized, and this side probably, I don't know if you guys can tell, but in person this side looks a lot more luminous, a lot dewier on the skin. And then I also have some acne, a little bit of clinging here too. You guys can kind of see why I'm torn about these foundations is because yes, they're skin loving, yes, they have great ingredients in them, yes, they are meant to make your skin look glowy, but if your skin is not perfect, like it's going to emphasize the flaws that you have. Anyways, let's keep going. We're going to finish off the face. This is the Makeup by Mario bronzing stick. We're gonna stick to products that we know we like. Just a little bit of contouring action. For concealer, I'm going in with this Bear With Me concealer from NYX. I just put this on the back of my hand. Oh, I have mine in the shade Vanilla, by the way, and it might be a little light, but it's the only color that I was able to pick up at Target before it sold out. She's a little light, she's a little bright, but it's okay. If you have not tried this concealer, I really like this concealer. I think it's good coverage, it looks good under the eyes. It's just a really pretty drugstore concealer. And so for my blush, I'm going in with this from Rose Inc. I have mine in the shade Heliotrope. I've been obsessed with this blush. I have used it so much lately, and I love the color. I think it's just so beautiful on my complexion. It's natural, but it just brings out the natural hues in my skin. I don't know, I love it. And I think the formula is great too, and it's buildable, and it just looks so pretty on the skin. That's enough, I'm done talking about it. Now we're gonna move on to setting the face. I'm going in with my Huda Beauty Cupcake powder. I'm gonna say something quite controversial here. I don't know if I like the Givenchy Prisme Libre powder. Ugh, it makes me smooth, but also, I don't know how to explain it. It's not my favorite powder. I definitely think the Huda is still up there for me, the one that I'm using right now, because it smooths, but it like gives me coverage in a sort of, in a way. I don't know. For bronzer, I'm going in with the Gucci bronzer that I used in my last video. I've been really liking this bronzer. It's just really pretty on the skin, and it's not too much, and it adds just like the perfect warmth. Like you see, just makes me look like I've been out in the sun and I look super, you know, bronzed and beautiful. And as I always do, I'm going to set the face, because when I set with powders and everything, it'll end up looking like powder on top of liquid, and I don't like that. I want it to be one. So I am going to use my Fix Plus that I have been using for years. Tried and true, love her. Why my makeup kind of looking a little good though? Okay, so we're gonna pop on some lashes today. I'm going with the Kiss number 11s because these are my fave when I want something natural and not too extra. Look how good these lashes look. These are lashes I can rock with because I don't feel like they're too big. If they're too big for you, I'm sorry, but I like them. I'm gonna put on a little bit of powder blush. We're gonna go in with this She's So LA blush from Patrick Ta. We're gonna go in with the powder one for right now. If I'm feeling a little bold, we might go in a little bit later with the cream side. Okay, dokie, bottom lash mascara is on, and now we're going to move on to some lipstick. And I know what you're thinking. Oh, she's gonna do a nude like always. You're wrong, because I'm going in with a red. I actually got this duo from Sephora. I got this, the K. Ali Apple. I think it was like, yeah, the Eden Apple perfume, and they were out of all the sizes. So I had to get a mini, but that's okay because I got the mini that had a limited edition Huda Beauty lipstick in it. So that is what we are gonna put on today. Oh, this is bright. Okay. Do we like her? Is she a little too bright? Is she a little too summery? Like a little less Valentine's, a little bit more summer. I thought it was gonna be a little bit more red, but it's like a hot pink red. You guys kind of see why I didn't put on any highlight is because my forehead has a little bit of shine naturally from that foundation, and so does the tip of my nose. In my opinion, with these foundations, you don't need the extra highlight. And this is the Charlotte Tilbury side. You see that glow like right here, like the foundation is peeking through. And then on the other side, you have a little bit of that luminosity as well from the Nars. Let me zoom in one more time and show you guys now that everything is on, powder has been set, everything is on, we're ready to go. This is the Charlotte Tilbury side. Looks pretty good. And then this is the Nars side. So again, you can still see a little bit of the acne scarring through it, which is very natural. I mean, I have acne scarring. So I'm about to point something out, and this is me being kind of picky, like comparing both sides, because obviously that's what we're here for. Look right here in this area. The foundation is like, because it's so thick and it's shiny and it's reflective, it's collecting right here already. I just put this on and I set with powder. Right here in this smile line area, it's going to start slowly throughout the day. It's going to start creasing and moving into this area here. Whereas on this side, I don't see that collecting. It's a little bit more lightweight on the skin. It does not collect here. It's not looking cakey or anything. This side right here, I can just see a little bit of cake starting to happen. So that is enough zooming for today. I wanted to show you guys what this looks like. If after this video you still like what you see and you decide like you want one over the other, you don't want to go with both, here's what I think about these two foundations. If you're like dry but you don't have dry patches, like basically if your skin is like flawless, perfect, no texture, no dry patches, nothing, this one is going to be good for you. I just feel like it clings to any ounce of texture that you have. It's going to cling to it. It looks beautiful on the skin, and especially if you have just like the most perfect skin, this will absolutely look stunning on you. Will it last all day? I don't know. It does not last on me, but I think if you don't need something super smoothing, I think this will be good for you. Now this one, I definitely want to use it a little bit more to really finalize my thoughts on it, but I definitely think this one is going to be better suited for you if you have oily skin. Skin is more on the oily side, or you do have a little bit more of that texture. I do find that this one does not cling as badly as the other one does, and it doesn't look as shiny. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Did these work for you? I hope that I didn't steer you away from these foundations, but hope this helped you to figure out which one you should go with if you've been wanting to try both of them. But that is it for today's video, you guys. I really hope that you enjoyed this side-by-side comparison. Even if you can't tell a huge difference on my skin right now, I'm telling you what though, it is not going to last the longest on my face today. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Also turn on your post notifications so you can be notified every single time I post a video. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.